Hello and welcome. I am the Soul Enchantress, and this is your business energetic weather report for money and business. So, these are the energies that are impacting the month of April 2020. Now, normally I would actually channel 3 different weather patterns. However, I've decided to make this a little bit more exciting for you and also interactive. So, stay tuned and get yourself a pen and paper if you need to, in case you have any thoughts or insights that you want to jot down. And also feel free to listen to this message as many times as you want throughout the month of April. And when you have finished, there is a second video at the bottom of this page that you can go to and listen for ways in which you can access my energetic tools and energetic strategies if you want to actually implement any of the energies that are revealed in this channeling. Okay, so to get started, I want to mention one thing that I always do, but just in case there are new subscribers, just so you know how this works. So this is a general weather report that is to do with money and business and what energies are impacting money and business in the month of April. As with any general weather report, it is obviously not customized specifically for your life and your business or your money flow. So look at the weather patterns, which I like to call it, which are really energy patterns. Look at how they come into your life and your business and your money flow and how it impacts you. And then use this channeling to be aware of whatever positive is unfolding, and so you can harness those energies. And also this gives you the ability to sidestep any landmine, so to speak, or any energies that you want to circumvent and find a different way around if you don't want those playing out in your life. Okay, so that's how you're going to use it. Now let's get started, and here's what we're going to do. So this is a live channeling, which means I have no idea what is going to come out. And as always, this is how I create any video that you ever see me doing. You will see that it's literally press play and off I go. So everything is channeled. Now, what you're going to do is, in order to make this interactive and a little bit personalized for you, because after all, it is a general energy report, you will, before I start to channel, and as with everything, I do this for myself and my business as well. So whatever I ask you to do, I am going to do myself. You are going to pick one of the 3 objects that are in front of you. So you can pick this chocolate gold coin, or the pyrite crystal that's in the middle, or this beautiful rock. Okay, so there are no right answers and there are no wrong answers. Allow yourself to pick whichever one you are drawn to, and how you're going to use that is whichever choice you make. So I am going to channel 3 weather patterns, and they will be for the 3 objects you see in front of you. However, I have no idea what is going to come out. Okay, so when you pick them, pick the one that calls to you. And in an instant, don't second guess yourself, don't change. Whatever you felt drawn to, whether when you saw this image first, or whether when I ask you to pick, if you pick it then, whenever it is that you pick before I start channeling, stick with that choice, because that is your soul picking, okay? And how you're going to use the weather pattern that you pick. So it's going to be, the chocolate coin is actually going to be the first weather pattern that I channel. And then the pyrite will symbolize the second weather pattern that I channel. And the rock will symbolize the third weather pattern that I channel. So whichever one that you chose will also have very specific meaning to you. So all 3 of the weather patterns will impact the month of April. However, that is kind of your overall umbrella, pardon the pun. And then whichever of the 3 patterns you picked will symbolize whichever of those 3 weather patterns that will have greater meaning for your life, your business, and your money. Okay, now what I would also like is for you to come back to me with feedback, because it would be fun to see how it pans out in your life. But I will talk about that at the end. Okay, so let's get started. First weather pattern coming up right now. So the first weather pattern that I am going to channel relates to the chocolate coin. Okay, so make your selection now if you haven't done. I'll give you 1 second. Okay, so I'm assuming you've picked the coin, the pyrite, crystal, or the stone. Okay, so the first weather pattern that is going to impact money and business in April 2020 is, give me 1 second. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so the first weather pattern is actually going to impact your money and business, where you are going to look at everything through a magnifying glass. Okay, now how that is going to work is that the month of April overall, so this relates to everyone whether you picked the gold coin or not, in the month of April, you are literally going to hold a magnifying glass to all facets of your money flow and your business. So in other words, whether you do this consciously, or hopefully you will do it consciously because you know you are now a subscriber to my to my weather channel. So take a look at all facets of your money flow in and out of your life and business, and also your business. Take a look at everything that impacts your money and business with a magnifying glass. So in other words, really hone in and figure out, is this something that you want to grow more of? Is this a facet of your money flow and your business that you would like to see continue? Or is it something that you want to release or change or pivot? Okay, so that's the first weather pattern, and that's how you harness it. Okay, just 1 second. I am being shown something else, and I am just going to tune in to see whether it is the second pattern or whether it's part of this. Okay. Okay. So when you're doing this magnifying glass check and you're spotlighting certain areas, you may also find that you are either influenced by or feel suppressed by belief systems that may be related to old ways of doing things, may be related to religious beliefs. I don't know why I'm saying that, because I don't usually bring religious things into it, but that is what I'm being shown. It may be related to you feeling like something is taboo and you shouldn't be doing it. But know this, that if you are drawn to changing something or doing something, and this is what this message means, is that business and success in business and money flow, your version of success is defined by only you, okay? No one else can define your level of success, because if you allow yourself to borrow goals or borrow your vision of success from someone else or something else, that means, and it's actually at loggerheads with what you truly desire, that means you are going against what your soul desires, and therefore you will never be fulfilled, and therefore you will always feel that emptiness, as if something is not finished. Okay, so the second part of the message of looking at everything with a magnifying glass is, even if it feels like you're going against the grain, if you are being drawn towards making a change in your business or your money flow, and it doesn't really make rational sense because it's not what you would traditionally do, but you really feel in your gut and your instinct tells you to do it, then go ahead and do it. Okay, so that's what that message is. Okay, let's move on to the second weather pattern that is going to affect April, and that is the pyrite. And so for whoever picked pyrite, which is the middle crystal, then this pattern holds more solidity for you as well. Okay, right, so the second weather pattern that is going to impact money and business in April is, one second. Okay, one second, I'm just putting into words what I am being shown. Okay, so the second weather pattern is that you may need to empty certain things or release certain things before you can fill it up. Okay, so this is a message for all of you who have any type of stories or beliefs or anything that you're holding on to. It kind of piggybacks on see how each pattern rolls into the next. So this is, if you need to do some release work, then you need to do that before you can start to implement strategies that will start to fill your coffers up again. Okay, so that is what I'm being shown, and I think that's pretty explanatory how you can take advantage of that weather pattern. So you need to empty something first before you can fill it. So for example, if you have a bowl full of peanuts, you have a bowl full of peanuts and you want to put fresh peanuts in that bowl, you need to get rid of those old peanuts and then wash the bowl, and then you can dry the bowl, so you can then put fresh peanuts into it and you can have a bowl of fresh peanuts. Okay, it is exactly the same. So use that analogy and use it across your money flow and your business. You may need to get rid of anything that doesn't serve you any longer first before you can actually start to look for new ways. So this may even relate to in business. You may need to get rid of certain clients that are actually taking up too much of your time, maybe costing you money, maybe actually frustrating the living daylights out of you, and it's really not in your best interest to have them before you can start to attract more of your ideal clients. Okay, so that's what this one is about. It may relate more to your client flow and your business, or it may even be staff members that you need to release that no longer serve the growth of your business before you actually then put things in place for growth in your business. Okay, so pay particular attention, I'm being asked to tell you, to staff and to clients. Okay, all right, third, let's get going. Third weather pattern that is going to affect you, impact you actually in April, and this would be the beautiful stone, the last one. So the weather pattern that is going to, third weather pattern, affecting money and business in April. One second. Okay. Whoa. Okay. One second. I told you this is a live channeling. You're going to have to put up with my sound effects. My clients are all used to this, but if you're new, welcome to my crazy sound effects. Okay, just one second. I need to put into words. Okay. Movement. Oh my gosh, I actually feel like I am moving fast and moving forward. Okay, so for everyone who picked the stone, this is going to be a month of movement and fast movement forward. Okay, if you've put things in place, if you've gotten rid of clients and staff and anything, any sort of toxic beliefs that has been holding you back, if you have taken a look with a fine-tooth comb or a magnifying glass, whichever way you want to describe it, at your money flow and business, and you've laid all the groundwork, you've done the work you needed to do, you have put things in place, you have taken things that don't work. Well, if you've done that, some of you will be doing that. If you picked the gold coin and the pyrite, you are going through that phase. But if you picked the stone, then this relates to you. Movement and fast movement forward is yours this month. So claim it, harness it, and go with it. Okay, it may seem a little kind of disorienting at first. So for example, when something when something bad flows in fast and furiously, it can be bad, but also when something good flows in fast and furiously, it can actually literally make you feel a little heady and a little dizzy because of the movement, but allow it to flow through you and go with it, okay? Because this is your month to harness growth and forward movement and fast forward movement. Okay, so those are your 3 weather patterns, and I really hope you enjoyed this. And if you would like me to continue this format of getting you to pick 3 objects or shapes or whatever it is, so that you get a little bit of more of a personalized nuance to the actual weather report, then please message me and let me know as well. And as always, I would love to hear from you if you would like to work with me, and also about how and which of these weather patterns appeared in your life and what you did. And as always, you can find me at soulenchantress.com. Until next time, joyous blessings.